So the Book of Boba Fett came out today. This is the second Star Wars live-action show on Disney Plus, following The Mandalorian, and of course, this show was set up at the end credit scene in the last episode of The Mandalorian Season 2, where Boba Fett comes in and takes over Jabba's empire from Bib Fortuna and sort of establishes himself as the new crime lord of Tatooine, which, in this episode, we find is not so easy as it seems. He crosses the wrong people and is almost assassinated on the streets of Mos Espa. The episode opens to Boba Fett in the Sarlacc pit, following the events of Return of the Jedi. He manages to escape. It's a pretty cool scene. I thought, what a cool scene this would have been for like a new Star Wars trilogy that came out years and years ago, if George Lucas hadn't totally dropped the ball. I mean, it's just an epic scene, right? We've all been kind of waiting to see it. It's awesome to see it actually happen. After he gets out, the Jawas steal his armor, which we knew they would, and he's taken prisoner by the Tusken Raiders. He tries to escape. He's unable to. He's taken out to the desert by a youngling to search for water pods, and they accidentally uncover this big four-armed, like six-legged centaur lizard thing. I don't know what those are called. Does anybody know what those are called? Let me know in the comments, because I just don't know. And he's able to save this youngling Tusken Raider at the last second by choking this giant centaur lizard to death with chains, which is an echo of Princess Leia killing Jabba the Hutt. So I think that's clearly just a direct reference to Leia killing Jabba the Hutt with her own chains. And here we have Boba Fett sort of as the Leia figure, although not quite as scantily clad. He is then sort of, he's not freed, but the leader of the Tusken Raiders, or this tribe anyways, hands him his water pod at the end of the episode, and it's sort of like, clearly he's being accepted into their tribe after this valiant act, because he didn't have to kill the beast and save the youngling, but he did. Boba Fett is portrayed here as a pretty nice guy, and that is a little worrisome. I mean, is he a nice guy? He was a bounty hunter who, didn't follow the Mandalorian way and captured Han Solo and brought him to Darth Vader, helped fight with Jabba the Hutt against Han Solo and Luke in Return of the Jedi. But here he's presented as a pretty merciful guy. He doesn't attack the youngling when he escapes the first time. He doesn't kill the dog beast thing. He just knocks it out and then kind of pets it. In the present timeline, he says he wants to rule with respect rather than fear, which may not go so well apparently. And overall is kind of being presented as an honorable and reasonable and merciful guy, leader, whatever. That's cool. I mean, we want to root for him, so I understand all that. I would also like to see his ruthless side. He's not just Mando, right? He's his own guy. He doesn't have a code like Mando, or at least not that we're aware of. I wonder if he'll have a more Machiavellian side come out. I don't know. In the present timeline, he crosses this mysterious mayor of Mos Espa, and then it seems that the mayor sends these assassins to attack him. Fortunately, his merciful side has paid some dividends. He instead of torturing and executing these Gamorreans that were captured, who were apparently very loyal to both Jabba the Hutt and Bib Fortuna, he offers them a job and asks them if they'll be loyal to him as well. And they kneel, and eventually, when he's attacked, they show up and save his ass and Fennec's ass. Which is great, because it's cool to see these guys, these big green orc-looking guys, actually fight well, and they do. They hold their own and then some against these assassins. And, usually you just see them getting their ass kicked in, like, Return of the Jedi, right? But in this, they fight like true warriors, and it's cool to see. So basically, we've set up, there's going to be two timelines. I think the modern one will probably occupy the most space. The past timeline is just showing kind of his backstory on Tatooine. There might be some more of this in future episodes where we see him incorporate further into the Sand People, eventually getting their clothing and everything like that. Maybe we'll have a little crossover where we see him meet up with the Mandalorian. Maybe not. Maybe they'll just skip that. But I think the bulk of the story is going to be focused on this sort of interscene warfare between the gangs of Tatooine, right? And we'll find out who this mysterious mayor is, who is pulling some strings and is much more powerful than I think Boba Fett or we realize. at this point. So I really liked this. I thought it was a good episode. I didn't think it was like groundbreaking. There was no like holy shit baby Yoda moment. I don't think it has quite as good of music. I don't think it has quite as sterling of production values as The Mandalorian. But it's just the first episode, and I don't think it's meant to be such an epic, tie-in to the larger story of the Force with the baby Yoda figure and Luke Skywalker and all that. I am hoping actually that it's more self-contained and more of just like a gritty crime drama, basically mafia drama in a Star Wars setting. So let me know what you thought. I am loath to even pass much judgment at this point because it's just the first episode, and it was a short episode and really just kind of a establishing what's going on episode rather than like moving the plot forward a whole lot. So it's a lot of setup, not a lot of payoff, and that's okay. It's the first episode. We have, I think, a total of 7 episodes, so 6 more to go. Every Wednesday these will come out, and I'm hoping to make a video and write a blog post, a review of each of these episodes. I've been bad at this though. I've been bad at keeping up with shows like Wheel of Time and Hawkeye and all of that, but I am going to try with this one. So yeah, like, subscribe, please comment, let me know what you thought of the episode, what you hope to see in this show, whatever other thoughts you have, and if you know what that damn lizard centaur is called. Thank you for watching. Peace.